Good afternoon, gentlemen. We're back with our 7th installment of the Manhunt Singapore Alumni Interview Series. Today in the Beam Artists office, we welcome 2011 winner Juan Wenjie.
Hi.
And senior Manhunt Singapore 2014 finalists Lau Guojin and Felix. So, hi guys.
Hi.
Hi.
Question for Juan. Welcome back. It's been 3 years since your win. What have you been busy with since?
I'm doing personal training. Other than that, I'm competing in MMA as a professional.
Wow. So how often do you compete?
Depends on when the organizers want me to. So far I compete like maybe twice a year.
How long is the usual prep process for each competition? Or are you sort of in competition ready mode all the time?
Not really. Usually takes probably 2 to 3 months. But sometimes fights come a few weeks notice, and I just decide whether I want to take it up.
Okay. Have you kept in touch with any of your fellow finalists from your batch?
Yes, in fact I have. I bumped into some of them in clubs, such as Travis for my year. A couple of them, a couple of Manhunt finalists, I actually knew them from way back. We did modeling events together. Like Haoran, Jason Chi, Jonah, we still keep in contact in there.
Okay. So, a question for all three of you now. All three of you have one thing in common, our audience might not know, is that you all have a great passion for various martial arts. Could you each tell us what form of martial art or martial arts you have been trained in and at what level you currently are? Juan?
I compete in mixed martial arts, comprises of various styles such as boxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Judo, whatever you can mix into the game. I'm at the level where I can kick your ass and get paid. Okay.
So it's kind of like what Jean-Claude Van Damme does, right? In his early films.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Guojin, what do you do?
Actually, I'm into Muay Thai. So, as we know that Muay Thai is a legendary, I would say, martial arts, and then now it becomes a sport of 8 limbs, inclusive of elbows, knees, punches, and kicks. See, so so it's what do you call it? Basically, you use everything. Okay, and can be quite brutal sometimes.
Okay. So is it it's a purely, in tradition, it's a purely Thai thing, right?
Yes.
Or is it developed from somewhere else?
It's purely from Thai, back in I think some 19th centuries or something like this.
Okay.
So it's formerly used by the militaries to fight against the Burmese soldiers. So it's founded by one of these master. So and they captured him. The story goes like this. So they captured him. So one person, he take down all the Burmese soldiers. I think 30 of them. So he stand alone.
Wow,
and he was afraid.
Sounds like a good movie. Have they made movies about it?
No, it's a story. It's
yeah, but sounds like it would make for a good movie plot.
I think hopefully maybe the three of us can work together.
So Guojin, what level are you at?
So I compete in amateur movies and also in semi-pro, and I had one pro fight.
Okay.
So
was that in Thailand?
Yes, in Thailand.
Wow. Okay.
And also in Singapore, both. That's all.
Okay. Thank you. Ron, what about you?
Yeah. Okay. I do something quite unique in Singapore as of now. I teach and I practice Systema, which is Russian martial art.
Okay.
Right. So for Russian martial art, it's actually a whole system that encompasses your body, getting yourself in the right mental state, getting your body physically conditioned and prepared for combat, and also getting your emotional state ready for conflict, and not even conflict, but it's more of conflict resolution. So Systema is like the name. It's actually system, a whole complete system for understanding and discovering more about yourself from a combative aspect.
Okay. So at what level would you say you're at? You're an instructor, right?
I'm an instructor. Internationally, there's a few grades. Actually at the instructor in training level, but I'm going for my instructor. By the end of the year, there should be like a beginning for that.
Does Systema have international competitions and stuff like that?
Okay, yeah.
Do you have a ranking, basically, what we're asking is?
Not really, no. We don't have conventional like belts and grading system. We don't have that. And part of the reasons is because Systema isn't like a sport, right? Comparatively like to the other forms of martial arts and all. You have like sports, you have like competitions and all. So Systema is actually like a way that the Russian military, they used to do training previously, but it didn't have the name that was like called Systema in that sense. But they used to train in this way, whereby you do the drills, you do the exercises, So grading actually really wasn't necessary. Getting out of combat alive was more necessary than I've got a nice belt here.
Okay.
Flag.
So this, what you do now is basically the codification of a living tradition that wasn't really systematically put down, right?
Yeah, it's still a school, probably the school of hard knocks, if you know what I want to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, question for John. In your interview with Sin MSN, you spoke about how, as a skinny kid, you often got into trouble with bullies and gangsters in primary school, secondary school. Mm-hmm. Was that the reason why you picked up the martial arts for self-defense?
No. Actually, my parents didn't allow me to learn martial arts when I was little, because I think there's this violent aspect of martial arts they didn't want me to encounter. I picked it up because I wanted to see whether I was strong enough. It's like a proving ground.
How old were you?
By the time I picked up martial arts, I was 22, 23.
Oh, okay. So not really a small kid being bullied anymore. Okay. Question for Guojin. You've shared that you were inspired by Tony Jaa from the Thai movie Ong Bak to become a Muay Thai practitioner, and even lived for 2 years, 2007 to 2009, at the legendary Sasiprapa Muay Thai gym in Bangkok, Thailand, to learn to, as you said, eat, sleep, train and fight like all proper Muay Thai boxers. Why did you feel the need to go all out in your pursuit? I mean, many people just go to the local Muay Thai gym or whatever, but you spent 2 years there living the life.
Okay, because at first I was training in Singapore, so I started to train in Singapore. Then just nice at this gym, they have another gym back in Sasiprapa in Bangkok. So one of my seniors.
So it's affiliated, was it?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's like so one of my seniors was telling me like something like, hey, look here, if you want to learn yoga, you go to India, okay, and you come back. If you want to go and learn about Muay Thai, you want to know more about Muay Thai, you're passionate, go to the place, go to the country. Yeah. So it's like you want to be the best. I mean, not saying that you want to be the best. It's good that you train with the authenticity of the sports of the country of origin. Yeah.
So two years actually there. Was it actually difficult getting permission to reside for 2 years there, or do they arrange quite a lot of student stays like that?
Well, actually, is one of my mentor. So he's from there, so it's easier for me to get to go there and to stay there, accommodation, everything. Well taken care of.
So basically, you put the rest of your life on one corner when you decided to chase this.
Yeah.
Was it particularly meaningful to be in Thailand for 2 years and learning from the masters?
Yeah, it's meaningful. You learn a lot of things. Learn to respect each other. Then more to self control. Yeah, I used to be very hot-tempered. Hot-headed. You see, but when you see, like it's like when you see someone which is, if there's no one to smack a sense onto your face, you won't wake up. So okay, you can be that you can be that rowdy, you can be that rough, but there's someone there which is much better than you. So this is how I learned about respecting each other.
So it's really like those old kung fu films where the young kid comes in and realizes he's not the best and gets slapped around by the master, and then that's how he improves, right?
It's not not until the drama thing. It's like you learn, so oh, damn, wake up your idea. It's a very military kind of style, because Muay Thai is also from military.
Okay.
So it trains you to really wake up the idea.
Okay.
Like our sergeant used to scold us.
Okay, those you cannot score now because G-rated.
That is, yes.
We've discovered that you also used to compete in bodybuilding competitions too. Tell us a bit more about that. Which competitions did you compete in and what titles did you win?
Okay, that is, that one I would say is good person. Actually, it was when I registered for this bodybuilding competition. It's actually not bodybuilding. It's actually athletic physique.
Mm-hmm.
So when I go on stage, when they call out this classic, I'm like, okay. I think, and also I'm quite confused. Yeah, okay, but actually I don't get into the top 6 just to join, just to explore, and because for me I like to learn something new. Yeah, because bodybuilding is a whole new sports for me. Is it called in what they call that compared to Muay Thai? See, in bodybuilding I learn more about how it's more to science, like how your body react, like diet and everything. Yeah, how to train, how to weight, how to make your body more defined, more aesthetic. What are the things to eat. So it's good to balance out these both things, so you can advise to your fellow like Muay Thai mates.
Okay.
What you can do to make it better, to improve your strength and conditioning kind of thing.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Now to Ron. Mm-hmm. Now, by now we all know you are the pioneer of the Russian martial arts Systema in Singapore. But before Systema, were you also trained in any other martial arts? How old were you got started in martial arts training, Systema or otherwise? And what actually got you interested?
Okay, before Systema, I was actually very much into Aikido. So, many thanks to Steven Seagal and his famous movies for Aikido. So when I started Aikido, I was about like 22 or 23. I did Aikido for about 8 years. When I started doing Systema, I was about 30, 31. So initially when I started doing Systema, it was actually the thought I had in mind, let me just study the strikes and learning how to do a strike and learning how to take strikes to the body so I can improve my Aikido. After that, I kind of got more converted over to Systema. Systema is kind of like a complete system for training in martial arts also. So that's how I wouldn't say I've abandoned Aikido, but no, I'm still doing Aikido, but I'm more into Systema training actually these days.
Okay, so what got you interested? What was the hook? Since you say that you wanted to learn little bits and pieces, what really got you into the whole thing?
Okay, what happened was that I had a chance to actually fly down to Moscow because of my previous job. I was a cabin crew. Okay. So I had the opportunity to actually go down to Moscow to train. Right? So I went down, I went to find Moscow headquarters. I signed up for a personal session with actually one of the senior instructors. So
with a translator?
No, he speaks I won't say perfect English, but he speaks good enough English actually to guide me to English. Better than that, man. He speaks better than that. So what happened was that during that session, right, he just totally trashed me. So that just
from a special service.
No, he's
so
not.
He can speak English.
He's not even military again. So what happened during that training session was that he said, "Come, hit me." I was like, "What?" And I tried and I hit, and then I hit and I really tried to hit, but nothing was happening, man. He was like just standing there, like, "Are you really trying?" But anyway, after that session, I was like totally convinced. Oh, this is the real deal. right? Because I tried to do all my Aikido stuff like the locks, attack, go in, go and like stay relaxed, stay calm, still attack, but nothing was happening. This guy was like standing there like a rock. There was one thing whereby he was actually even controlling me with like one finger. I kid you not. He did. Yeah, he was like controlling me with like one finger. Yeah. And that was enough. Like that one session, I was like totally convinced, yes, I need to do this.
Wow.
That was it.
Okay. So back to starting up of Systema, couldn't have been easy starting up a relatively unknown martial arts system that shares the name of a dental product. Did you get that a lot?
I did.
Like Systema, you teach to toothbrush.
Yeah, I used to get that like very often. These days, not so much. Like people say, "Oh, Systema, is that the Russian martial art thing?" But usually,
it's getting somewhere.
It is getting somewhere. There's been improvements over the last like couple of years. So at least these days, people kind of like, "Oh, Russian, is it the Russian thing?" And they're like, "Yeah, Russian martial arts."
Okay.
The significant improvement actually is that the girls have been like more interested in learning about Systema. Like my first few years, I had only boys in class. These days, I've got more girls coming in and trying to find out more about what Systema is about. Then like, can I do this?
Okay.
Yeah.
So like MMA is quite glamorous these days. It's all over the place, and Muay Thai is also very well known. So since it was relatively unknown, was it tough building up the brand and awareness? And could you tell us some of your startup struggles or startup anecdotes even?
I think there wasn't a brand to even start with, so it was pretty simple actually to come up with the name for the club. Because like most of the other clubs in overseas, right, they just follow like the name Systema and then whichever country you're from. So it's like Systema Hong Kong, Systema Japan, Systema Sydney, and Systema Singapore. So it wasn't that difficult. I think what was difficult was actually like looking for the location to start training, and then eventually getting people down to class. Right, that was like more the difficult period for me. The even more difficult, I would say, process of actually starting up with classes, right, was how to teach class.
Okay.
Yeah, because like the market in Singapore, right, we're very, very used to conventional training, which is like technique-based training, right? Which is like, okay, if your partner does this, does like a punch, or does A, you do B. It's like a very stimulus response kind of reaction. Okay? But in Systema training, right, it's very principle-based, whereby it's intuitive. If let's say Guojin is coming to attack me, right? I have to move according to his attack. There's no fixed technique that I do against him, but it's more movements and like recognizing, okay, what is he doing? Where am I? And it's very intuitive, and some people have like no clue what to do. It's like, do what? How to move up? It was very common actually in like the first couple of years when I just started out teaching it, and like that was the common feedback that I got from the students. So we've kind of like refined the whole class, the whole methods of teaching and all that. So
the line of logic is rather different from Asian style martial arts, right? Would you say that?
Yeah, very much. It's a Russian thing.
Okay, so a question for all of you guys. Could you tell us some of the martial arts competitions you competed in and what titles you've won? Or, alternatively, interesting anecdotes and fun stuff from competitions?
I competed in 1FC Total Domination. I got a W. The previous one was in Malaysia, Ultimate Beatdown. I won it twice. Sancho, I won it twice as well. Muay Thai, I can't remember how many I fought, probably 3 or 4. Yeah, I think that's about it.
Okay. Guojin?
Yes, for me, it's complete. I fought in locally in national, as what I call it, in the national championships. Yeah, I won the title, and actually, to be honest, that time when I was going to Thailand, actually, this is a story. I nearly turned pro but I didn't turn pro. Right now I'm only a semi-pro because back then I really wanted to fall there, but something happened in my family, which is my mom is sick with some thyroid problem. So yeah, I have to forgo the fight, forgo about the glory. It's best that I take care of my mom first. Because to me, family comes first, whatever you do. Because it's now or never. Once you lose your loved ones, then you can see. You never get a second one.
Was that one of the reasons why you came back to Singapore?
Yes, I came back to Singapore. So yeah, my mom was sick back then. I didn't know until someone located me. So saying that, oh okay. Back then also because I got some problem with my mom, to be honest. My mom, we had some conflict issues, so after that I decided to just go there. And actually I don't want to come back, just get married a tiger there. You see, you know what, tiger there, and just settle down there, just, yeah.
Okay.
Then after that my mom was important to come back. So I didn't turn pro, so I'm a semi-pro. Okay, I mean, in life sometimes it's not about glory or not.
Okay.
So yeah.
Ron, have you competed?
Actually, no. I've never competed in any like competitions or personally. Actually, I don't. I'm not very aggressive in nature,
Okay.
which is kind of like the opposite of like, oh, you're doing a martial art. No, I don't like to fight. Kind of stuff.
Yeah, but that's supposed to be the best type, right? The completely calm Zen guy. I mean, you'd be like Pat Morita.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay, so martial arts can sometimes be quite brutal. How supportive are parents, family, lovers of you being a martial arts practitioner and competitor? It's not like every time before you go fight, cry, don't die, come back in one piece. How do friends and family feel about it?
My friends and family, they're pretty concerned with my health, my well-being. I mean, like post-fight, they don't want me to get injured. So far, I've been doing a good job.
Okay.
No scratches, just the usual bumps and bruises I sustained during training. Yeah. Then after a couple of fights, most of them are like, okay, I'll
He
be
can take
fine.
care of himself. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, do they still from time to time, do parents still once in a while say, please be careful?
They do.
Which is nice.
These days they became like my AV fans. So
Do they come and support and cheer?
yeah, my relatives, my family, they would ask me when's my next fight. They want to watch it. Usually I'm pretty conservative. I keep quiet about my fights.
Okay.
I just focus on my fight and just go play my own game.
Do relatives, kids all start cheering for you when they find out you're a fighter, or do they want to also do mixed martial arts? Do you tell them no, or do you encourage them?
Whether they want to participate in my sport, I have no idea. But they are more involved in the sense that they read up whatever interviews I'm in, and whatever I'm doing in my sport, they want to be involved as well.
That's very supportive.
Yeah,
Great.
yes.
And Guojin, what about you?
Okay, for me, basically, I operate like a special operation force.
Okay.
No friends, only my gym kakis, and okay, they will be there to support me. Even sometimes I went home, with my nose, got swollen, my nose got swollen. My mom is a bit asleep, so
Okay.
nobody knows what is happening. Until next day, wake up. Oh, what happened to you? Okay, that's it. When I brush my teeth, what happened to your nose? To your nose? Yeah, I fall down. No, then I'll tell them I go for a fight. Oh, okay. That's all.
Okay.
Because my family is like very angmoh.
Okay. So they're not disapproving lah.
It's not saying not different. Okay, very independent. They let me do whatever I want, but just be careful. Don't do something stupid like life risking and everything. Yeah. So that's all. Yeah. That's how they do after.
Yeah.
As long as I look after myself, can be.
Okay. So Ron,
Yes.
what about you? What do they think of your being martial arts practitioner?
Most of my friends and my family, right, they know that I've been doing martial arts for like a long time, and they know that I'm not very aggressive, so I do come back home with the bruise, occasional.
And your
bruise
current red eye?
Yep, and this guy, I poke, yeah. So I do come back with like injuries, as occasionally, yeah. But they also do know that I know how to take care of myself, so it's pretty okay.
But like the first time you came back with a swollen face, did they all freak out? Did family freak or what freak out when you first came home with swollen face?
Actually, no, I've never had a swollen face before. Nobody's actually wanted to hit off my cheeks or something. Not yet.
That's good.
Maybe.
Has the oh wow that's cool factor for your family kind of worn off already? Now it's just whatever, yeah, that's what he does.
I think the interesting thing is that wow, you do Russian martial arts. Exotic, huh? I probably get that much. It's like very hardcore. It's like the association with anything being Russian is like the cool factor.
Okay, so maybe Asian families responding to you do Russian martial arts is the way American families respond to you're doing this Japanese or Korean martial art.
Yeah,
so it's the other way around. Okay.
Because I came across Ron, it's like, wow, I saw Matt Damon in Born Supremacy. That's what I do. I take down
Okay. So have three of you had any interesting injuries and battle scars over the years?
I just got a whiplash on the neck from Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I was being slammed. I was being thrown. And I landed on my head. Yeah.
No concussion, lah.
No concussion, but I was supposed to have a huge fight scheduled. I had to pull out because of my injury.
Okay. Was that the most traumatic injury?
That's all.
Okay. No battle scars.
No bumps and bruises.
Okay. Guojin?
You know how to protect yourself. For me, yes. I don't know how to protect myself. Usually, I always got it on my nose. I don't know why people really don't like my face. Look at his nose, like Mickey Mouse bar. Yeah, from the sideway. Actually, yeah, I got a bit. I screwed up my nose a bit. Yeah, my elbows and my punches.
Can't tell.
Lucky. Okay. So it's like the elbow was very light one. It was very light one. So I didn't realize that I was bleeding. You see. So after that I got punches. And then after I didn't realize that I got punches. Until you finish your fight, you go to the changing room, wow, there's so many. I saw so many red color, power barrier, the blood. Wow, it was like crazy. So thank God that I still have my taste bud. I still can enjoy all the good food.
Okay.
Yeah.
So any broken bones and broken skin?
No broken bones. Very lucky. It's just that my nose. People always like, I get my nose. I think next time I'll wear this mask.
Because it would be quite interesting if a manhunt contestant took his shirt off and there's this great big scar across his chest.
Wow, that one is like the kopitiam fight.
Okay. Ron, any fun or interesting injuries so far?
I think this one today is actually like
the red eye. Will you come closer to the camera and let our viewers see?
Yeah, it's a bit early for Halloween.
But yeah, okay.
But it's there. Yeah.
Cool. So back to the topic of Manhunt Singapore now. Being a martial arts practitioner, we can't imagine that before competition, skincare and fashion would have been things that you would wake up in the morning and think, what do I wear? How do I selfie today? You wouldn't think about that. So has Manhunt changed that for you guys?
As I've said, I modeled when I was 17 years old. So unless there's an event prior to my fight, I'll take out my skin.
Okay.
Yeah. Other than that, I'm really caveman mode. I don't really care about my hair. I don't dress up as well.
Okay. Guojin?
Guys will be guys. So, no. Okay. Before taking part in this manhunt, yes, I was very particular about my dressing. Hey, does this shoe look nice or not? Nice or not? These berms, t-shirt, and it must look proper, you see. After taking part in this event, yeah, facial product, every night must have mask, must do this, do that first before you sleep. So 1 week once I will check my nose, hair, hey, going out on the spider web, cut, You see, after that, everything you have to, maintain, thanks to blah 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 brand, teach us how to shave. Thanks to Lab series, yes, teach us how to shave and everything, well taken care of. You see, so I've been using their product, so okay. Now you see, I look younger, right? Like 18 years old, I haven't go NS, no lah, kidding. So now it's more particular what you wear.
And Ron?
Yeah, there has been a change between pre-Manhunt and Manhunt days. For one, I'm missing chest hair now.
Okay.
That had to be like waxed off. Facial routine actually has changed a bit because I have pretty oily skin. So after going through the lab series, like workshop and all that, it has not so bad.
Not so oily.
Yeah, because training wise, right, I'm like caveman mode also, man. Most of the days, wash, clean. But I do need to actually take care so that it doesn't get too oily.
Okay. What about dressing and fashion? Have you been a little bit more, does this look good on me these days?
Yeah, actually, I mean, to be honest, right, I'm quite sloppy in terms of fashion-wise, So these days, I'm like, okay, I think I better wear something more clean-cut.
In case someone spots you as Manhunt guy.
Yeah, that's where the shades come on, actually.
Okay. So, since all three of you are pretty much personal trainers and martial arts instructors, has being on Manhunt Singapore resulted in any significant increase of clients and students, perhaps female ones for you? Ron has already mentioned that before this, your clientele was almost exclusively guys, and now you have more ladies.
Yep.
So what about the other two?
I don't find any increase in my female clientele, but it's been steady streaming, but it's a mixture of both guys and girls.
Okay. But has it increased has there been a general increase since your face was plastered all over the place?
I would say that Manhunt has helped me propel my fight career.
Wow, okay.
That resulted in my increasing clients as well.
Okay, so has it been more of a, he's not just a pretty face, he can fight too, or is it more of a, he's not just a fighter, he's also a pretty face?
I think it's a mixture of both.
Both, okay. Okay, so Guojin, what about you? Has there been an increase in clients?
There is referrals coming in, be it just ask for training or want to check you out. You see, so because because we understand that you are in this internet. I mean this local event, which you are the eyes of the public.
Mm-hmm.
So people will tend to check you out, ask you for training and everything. Some people they are serious about it. Some people they are not. So you start to really treat not treating your clients seriously. I mean you will be putting more effort to really tell them look, this is possible. It's all up here. It's all up here and here.
Okay.
It depends on what you want to achieve. You see, so referrals comes in and everything. Yeah, just for me, basically, just do your job well, know where you stand, be humble, work hard. Okay, things will come eventually.
Okay. Now, don't cut.
No, need
Okay. Okay, so question for Juan. Over the years, many alumni who have become models, hosts, and actors. But even apart from that, many have gone to various successful careers in photography, medicine, banking, business entrepreneurship, even sports such as bodybuilding and martial arts in your case. Would you say that Manhunt Singapore is a great stepping stone toward greater things with lots of possibilities, not just entertainment and looking good, as many might think?
Like I mentioned, I think Manhunt in a way has propelled my fight career. So yeah, definitely has a huge impact.
How do you feel that having joined and won Manhunt Singapore has made a positive impact in your life?
I think being a Manhunt representative, to represent Singapore male, how aesthetic aesthetically attractive you can become. So I think of myself as sort of role model. Yeah. Soon to be role model as well.
Okay. So looking at this year's competition photo shoots and events compared to your year when you competed, how would you say it compares with this year's finalists?
This year the pictures are so glamorous. Yeah, so well taken. The boys are looking better and better than ever.
So would you say that the competition has definitely upped a few notches?
Yeah, they stepped it up by many notches.
Great. So usually the part of the competition that most guys are the most terrified of is, surprisingly, not the swim trunking segment, but the Q&A. How did you prepare yourself in your year for your Q&A?
I was just being, I was pretty relaxed.
Do you remember your Q&A question?
Not really.
Okay. But have you any particular tips for Q&A you'd give to our guys, our two guys here, and to the rest of the finalists?
I believe that you should be confident, mean what you say, and say what you mean.
So, question for Guojin and Ron. Martial artists such as Jet Li, Winston Chow, Donnie Yen, and even Singapore's Vincent Ng have successfully established careers in acting and showbiz. Do either of you have potential aspirations to become actors?
For me, yes. I would like to become a comedian maybe because of just being myself. Yeah, okay.
Comedian, martial arts actor.
Yeah, like Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
Just started off like that.
Okay.
But okay, I'm okay with it, you know. Just that for me, yes, I have thought of getting into acting career. If let's say if I'm lucky that let's say if I win a contract for 2 years, I don't mind taking up. I don't mind taking up, to go into the move into the acting career. You see, it's something new for me because I like to explore something new, pick up new skills and everything. So for me, yes, I will be more likely to be a comedian or martial artist, action star.
Okay.
It's like Donnie Yen, you see, wow, you see, look at Jackie Chan.
Okay.
Quite cool.
And Ron, what about you? A
Actually,
side career in showbiz.
I'm the opposite of that. Actually. I'm actually media shy in a way. It's like I'd rather coordinate the stuff behind the scenes. I find a lot of satisfaction actually from like running the club, getting all the branding, getting the classes and schedules ready. So I actually prefer to operate behind the scenes. In fact, I let my boys, the guys who are coming up in the club, right? Okay, you guys can go be the face of like class and system. And I'm like, okay, cool. Then I can be like the kingpin sitting down there. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm behind the scenes, really.
Boss.
Okay. So
Boss Ron.
first for Guojin, and actually also for Ron. Imagine you're a contestant on Star Search, and you have up to 60 seconds to introduce yourself and leave a lasting impression. What would you say, either in English or Mandarin?
Oh, English.
Or Mandarin.
Oh, Mandarin.
So, Guojin, your time starts now.
Hello everyone. Okay, hello everyone. How's your day? Okay, I'm a contestant watching here. Okay, I believe in Sylvester Stallone say something that which caught my heart, which is, doesn't matter how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit. Take it like a man and keep moving forward. This is the first quote. Second one, okay, either you live for nothing or die for something. This is the way and philosophy of life. You see, if you want to do something, put in your heart and soul, go all out and work hard. Okay? And all good things will eventually start to, eventually will come your way. Okay, this is my philosophy in life. Okay, and thanks everyone, and have a good Friday.
So, Ron, your turn.
Okay. You did English, right? Okay, let me try that. But I think my Mandarin is really bad. It's like, Hi, 大家好，我是F2的 Ron，我是俄罗斯拳教练。如果你喜欢我，还是要支持我，就打190088222222 F2 Ron。OK， 谢谢。
听到999。
That's hilarious. So, for Guojin and Ron, on the concluding note, what would you like to say to all your fans out there who are probably screaming as they watch this video?
Wow, screaming. I would like to express, take this opportunity to say thanks to you. Thanks to you guys, the fans or friends, for being so supportive. Then to see how far have I come and how far have I achieved. From cannot speak English until every day I go and read news at yahoo.com, until I improve my English and brush up, putting all the effort. Hopefully you all can see my changes, you see. And importantly is, I love you guys. And God bless.
Okay. Ron?
Right. I think for me, thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk about what I do and what I love, which is Systema, all martial arts actually. In fact, if you want to come down, get strike, get a hit or two, or just roll on the ground, and just come on down to the gym, and I'll be there, and I'll be there to guide you around.
Yeah.
Okay, next week, stay tuned, okay? Wave House, okay? On the 16th of August, okay, come down and catch us, okay? All the hunts at Wave House, Sentosa. Okay, come down and support your favorite hunts.
Finalists.
And okay, next week we're going down to Sentosa at Wave House. In September, on September 11th, okay, we're going to have the finals at One Fair Hotel. I think, right? We got it right, One Fair Hotel. So remember to come down and support me, Guojin, and the rest of the guys actually at the Manhunt finals on September 11th.
Yeah, and also I would like to wish John all the best, good luck. If you go UFC, you must call me, huh? I'll be there support, right? Okay, I really love to see this guy, going to UFC. Seriously.
Okay, thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.